Hello to you, my fellow Dark Ones. How are you guys doing today? How's life? Welcome to another episode of Verdant Purple Ideas. Every mod pack which is purple is just amazing. Today we're going to start the episode by getting a very important flower. It's not Orechid, it's not Allium, it's not Tulip, it's not the other Tulip, or the other Tulips, or the Daisy. It's this one. The cornflower. The reason that we want that is for the luck modifier on the sword. And I just realized it could have been an orchid. But that is perfectly fine, a cornflower will do as well. We just want to have some looting. So there you go, that is lucky 1. I think we should be able to go up to lucky 2. Or looting 2. And not really, we need a pearl. Excuse me sir, do you sell a pearl? You should. Oh, you gave me 2. Such a lovely person. And that should be luckier. I know for a fact that we cannot get looting 3. Yeah, needs an emerald. The reason that I wanted some looting was that I want pearls. I need to do some remodeling with our Botania setup and, well, I need a lot of pixie dust. That's why we want pearls. So many pigmen. Why so many pigmen? Well, they are taking the mob cap. Let's get rid of some of them. Sorry. Okay, I was not expecting that many. And definitely not a ghast. Whoop, we're dead. Sorry boys. All of them have a signpost, it's like they're protesting. Well, you're in hell, you don't get to protest. Oh, this is nice. Their parents have arrived. Yeah, now we're getting Endermen. It has been a while later and I got carried away. So I have done the remodeling to our Botania area. I added more endo flames. We have 16 of them in total, but the coal is not keeping up, but that's fine. We will switch from endo flames very soon, but we have a nice mana buffer. And most importantly, we have moth. Moth is very important. The thing is, once you get mangrove, you will get these moss carpets, right? You can convert it into moss. And in that cave over there, I just bone milled some. Converted stone into moth. Another very small thing that I have done is that I have expanded the farm. Now it includes every single crop that was 10-10-10. You know, pumpkins, melon, cacti, bamboo, extra coal, inferium, actually 2 inferiums, and we have I think 5 more patches. And I also installed that. It's a tiny planet, it takes the mana and plays around with it. That one is just for decoration. It looks nice at night. And the pixie dust that I needed was used for the augments. For example, this mana pool has a recessive augment, so it does not keep the mana in itself. It just banks it in other mana pools until they're full. However, with the remodeling done, it's time to get our most important wand, or rod. First we need a rune of sloth, and that was the rune of autumn. My bad. This is the rune of sloth. And voila, the rod of the shifting crust. It's actually quite handy with the pure daisies. So over here we're going to have 3 mana pools. One of them is going to be for the alchemy catalyst, one of them for the conjuration catalyst, and one of them for normal crafting. I just gave each and every one of them a spark, and they shall have a dominant augment. Meaning that they take all the mana from every single other mana pool. And I think I also got some black lotuses. I also have to empty the chest as much as I can because I need to move them very soon. Give me the augment. Thank you. Now we put you back. The reason that I've done that is that, well, now we can have access to slime balls thanks to the alchemy catalyst. And then, you know, make some Portuguese pavement for decorations. So while I'm working for a semi-design for a base, there are a few things that require our urgent attention. One of them is obviously some living wood. I added 2 more pure daisies, so every time that I use the rod of the shifting crust, we are going to get half a stack of living wood or living rock. Maybe also with a hopper hook so that I don't have to collect the wood. I can't really wear magnet around the base, but voila, that works. Lovely. We do need to have a ton of steel in this mod pack because in order to make compressed iron from pneumatic craft, you need steel, not iron. And well, all of the coke ovens are full and I can't really make that many tanks. We don't really have that many options in order to transfer items, so I'm just using pretty pipes. It will take the coal from this crate and put it inside the coke ovens. And then I have way more pumps just to be able to pump it out. We should get something. Oh, there's nothing in it. I took it out. Sorry. The main problem is actually creosote oil. For that we have mechanism, thankfully. And that works as advertised. And for storing it, we're going to use a fluid drawer. It does take upgrades. Oh, it needs way more upgrades. Well, at least now it should start working. Well, it does work. And yeah, the facade is not exactly a work of art. But that's what we're interested in. Coal coke. I didn't know we have more steel. That's awesome. Anyways, that was just a teeny tiny bit of a side project. The most important thing that I want to work towards is actually milk. Just in case you're wondering, there is something called a rune of winter. It's from Botania and it does require a cake. We are never ever going to get an egg, but maybe at least we can get some sweet berry cheesecake. That doesn't require egg, but it does require milk. Why am I mentioning milk? Well, there are no cows. is the thing. So first we need this sweat bee. I thought it's sweet. It's not sweet. That's a snow block with a sword, and we do need some honey treats. Does it work everywhere? Dude, that's 20 minutes. We hurry up. Still, it's like 10 minutes. We go with around 5. Can I make it less? I'm a very impatient person. I'm just curious what kind of a bee are we going to get? Oh, it's the sweat bee. Because if you're playing a normal world, the bees that you're going to get is biome dependent. Then we need the lumber bee, which is green carpenter and yellow carpenter. That is spruce nest and birch nest. I don't have birch. I have a sapling. It's really good that I kept the one. I guess for the moment we put both of the nests over here and wait for 20 minutes. I don't really have a crazy amount of honey left because my bees are not the most productive ones, so I had to actually wait. But it's almost time. Let's see if we can get the correct bees. I have cages, right? Yeah. Well, I mean, technically speaking, I have enough honeycombs. I just forgot to put in bottles. Oh, they're correct. Come here. Breathe. Where are you? Make a baby. Thank you. Oh, wait a minute. Do I have to wait for you to grow? Where are you going? Lumber bee. A child. The thing is, I don't even have enough flowers. Because why would you even 10 a dandelion? Oh boy, that takes ages. You come with me. Let's see if we can give him roses. I don't know. Sunflowers are good. I have never been a fan of the bees. Does accept sunflowers. Come on, grow. And try not to suffocate. Yes. So now we need to combine it with sweat bee. I have 2 more flowers. And now they give us a child? Where is it? Yes, milky bee. We're good. We might need to have one more. Well, for the moment we just release it in one of the cages. It's fine. Although it's just that our bee doesn't want flowers. He wants grass. They do have weird criteria. Just live with flowers. They're fine. Another very important thing is that if you guys remember, in order to make diamond seeds, we were missing the experience seed. Because it's a teeny tiny bit complicated and we do need spider essence, zombie essence, skeleton essence, and etc. So over there across the lake, I have put down some hives. If it is dark enough, maybe we should sleep. If it's dark enough, the zombie bee and the skeleton bee are going to move in inside the hive. I already got the zombie, but not the skeleton one. Yeah, you see? The zombie one even produced honey. And the combs. We don't have the skeleton yet. It's okay, it's been a few nights. I'll wait. Hello. Yeah, I did mention it's going to take a while and it's been a very long time. I actually brought you guys in to show you. We got our skeletal bee, but he was just flying away. I think the way that it works is that it has to be dark, but zombie bees have a higher chance of spawning. You see, we have plenty of zombie bees. Yeah, it's not a zombie bee, it's just zombie. I think skeletal bees have a lower chance of spawning, and whenever it's nighttime and it's dark, if a zombie goes inside the nest, then they will just fly around. And you know, just in general, they get lost. But that way it wasn't actually that bad. At least I did manage to sort out my inventories. So instead of having like garbage chests everywhere, we have everything in here. And yeah, it has a weird category, but it does work. From the zombie, we just needed the honeycombs, which we already got, and we got a lot. I killed a lot of them. From the skeletal bee, we also need to have the honeycomb, but there's also another bee, the silky one. That guy over there. And you see, he does require a cobweb. Thankfully, you can actually make cobwebs using a mana-infused string. Didn't know that. Apparently that's a new function from Botania. Oh, we got one. Remember, what we want to make is an experience seed so that later on we would be able to make an infusion stone. But yeah, there is a teeny tiny bit more work involved. Unfortunately. The first thing that I thought we should do is that we should come up with some sort of a bee cage for different bees, because I think when you mix and match them like that, it's actually going to be a bit complicated. Because they're a bit stupid. Just a bit. Also, aren't you supposed to work during night times? I don't care. Anywho, let us start crafting everything that we are going to need. So let's start with the spider seed. That's air, earth, 3 combs, some tertium, and a solium seed. There you go. We just need like 2 essences, that's it. The next one is going to be zombie essence. We can convert them back, right? Yeah. So there you go. And voila. So the only thing remaining is that I have to wait, I don't know, 1 or 2 nights until I get the skeletal comb? If I'm not wrong. How would I know if he works? I don't really know. I didn't read you have to have him in a bee cage. But for the moment, at least we can get the spider essence as well as the zombie essence. I don't have to 10 them, right? I have string. Yeah, 11,000. Yeah, we just want the essence. Okay, we keep the seed. While the bee is working, let us get one of our most important charms or trinkets. The Benevolent Goddess's Charm. There are no mega torches in this mod pack and I don't really want to install them. And honestly speaking, the only mobs which scare me the most are creepers, cause zombies I can handle. If I wear this charm, yes, the creepers are going to damage me, but at least they're not going to destroy anything. Also, the reason our skeletal bee is not doing anything is that it does require a bone block. The zombie was just a flower, I thought it's the same. It's fine, we just have to take a nap. He will go to his hive, I can do my work. Yeah, this should work. Have fun. However, if you guys remember, there is another bee that we have been working towards, and that was the milky bee. I have already processed some, so we have a bit of milk. It does auto export. That's not the one. That's the one. So that means I can have 2 buckets of milk. Nice. Ladies and gentlemen, I just made our first ever cake. Sweet berries. And that is our first rune of winter. Awesome. I actually think there is a way better way of getting milk. Since we have Farmer's Delight, let's get a few bottles. Because with this one, I just wasted like 3 buckets of milk. You don't need that much. I think you just need a bucket. And then for glass bottles, that gives you a bottle of milk. That should still give me the cake. Oh yeah, lovely. I just wasted one, but it's fine. Anyways, now that we have fixed the milk, now that we have the rune of winter, and now that we have the zombie and also the skeletal bee, there is one more thing that we have to address. The final essence that we need in order to make the tertium infusion crystal is going to be the nether quartz. That requires a crystalline bee, and well, in order to get one, you need a quartz ore. So I don't have silk touch, and I was lazy to get silk touch, but I have a weight lens. What does it do? That. Everything falls. Well, not everything, only the things that you target. For example, that ore. Voila. We just got an ore without silk touch. How do you work? It has to be a stone sword. Okay, that is perfectly fine. I did not pay attention to the recipe, but we're good. I think for this bee we have to be in the nether, and I did not bring bee cages, but it's fine, we have plenty of time. I have to give it nether quartz. This is weird. Generally speaking, I'm not a fan of bees, except Cubby. He's fine. I just had to go back and bring some cages. I have a garbage memory, I know. I'll go find more quartz. Any second, we should get a bee. Hello. We have him. Let's get another one. Actually, maybe not, because I prefer things to be standard and I prefer to go with the nether quartz seed. It's pretty cheap. Yeah, we're good. We have our bee. Also, did you make any honeycombs? You're a jerk. This time I did check, the quartz bee requires a block of quartz. I don't have anything else to do, so I'll just get the recipes prepared. Look what I found, another skeleton bee. I'm not gonna lie to you, we need to bump up the production because that guy is not being very busy. I placed a few hives here too. So the creeper is not going to damage anything. Lovely. I just wanted to check, you know, before a creeper explodes near our crops. You're pollinating, so work harder. You know what, I think we should start working on a few speed upgrades. It can't be that expensive. Oh, gold. Yeah, never mind. In half an hour we will get the gold seed anyways. Oh my goodness, finally. Skeletal comb. That took ages. We still need 3 more crystalline combs, but I guess in the morning we will have it. That guy is actually very productive. This is also the cheapest seed I have ever made. You just need the solium seed, that, and 3 combs. Not even a single rune. Thank you. And that is a quest. Lovely. So again, we just need 1 essence, and I do have a skeleton farm, so we don't need this one. That's all we need. And we have 9 crystalline combs. Good job. Everything is a quest. Oh wait a minute, you just need 4. Okay, it's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a very important moment for us. That is a quartz seed. I am absolutely going to 10-10-10 this one, but for the moment we just need 1 essence. That's it. So we just need to make 2 runes of mana, but we also need all the essences that we have gathered so far, like so, 4 tertium essence and 1 seed. Now, yeah, we needed the quartz essence for the tertium infusion crystal. The rest of the essences was for the experience seed, which we just got. This one is actually quite useful. We are going to 10-10-10 this one as well, but for the moment we just want 1 essence, as usual. Yeah, experience essence. The infusion crystal requires every single essence that we got so far. So I believe it was lapis, the nature essences, tin, redstone, and that's it, I think. I can't believe it, it's finally being crafted. It took me hours, just for the zombie and the skeletal bee, otherwise we were fine. But there you go. Now the most important thing that we can do is to convert our tertium into imperium. Imperium is going to unlock so many opportunities for us. For example, we can finally have the gold seed. Lovely. Most importantly, we can have the diamond seed. To you, it might also not seem very important, but finally, Enderman seeds. These are all the seeds that I have to 10-10-10. However, before starting to 10-10-10 all the seeds, there is one more thing that I want to try. First off, these things are off the list. I want to try and make an orchid, which does mean I don't have enough diamonds. It's okay, we can sacrifice the smithing template. We will have plenty of diamonds to dupe it later on. Thank you. All I needed. Took me a while to gather everything, but that's our orchid. So you guys already know what this does. It does convert stone into ores. We should hear something. Yeah, the main thing that I'm looking for are emeralds in order to make an emerald seed. Yeah, there is an emerald bee, but I don't really want to have the bees. We can make a resource generation setup using the orchid, but unfortunately we are not generating that much mana yet. And I think the best place to do this is inside a cave. I have been growing moss here, and it seems we even have a bee. Oh, zombie. It's okay. Let's give it a test. Don't really know where it is. Ah. That's coal. Yeah, you see, the problem is that every time that it converts one stone into ore, that's the amount of mana it's consuming. It's actually quite a bit. And the main problem is you mainly get coal. Dude, that's all coal. Literally. There's like a 1% chance for emeralds, so maybe I should have to get the bee, but I just wanted to make sure that the orchid is gonna work. I was AFK for a while and, well, we got diamonds. Diamonds are more rare than emeralds, so there's bound to be an emerald somewhere. Well, so far I have been mining a lot, but nothing. How did you give me diamonds then? You know, this could be a buzz. It does show you that you can get emerald from stone, but it also shows you that you can get it from deep slate, so I came down in a cave. Even if I don't get 18 and get like 4, I'm still going to be super happy. We do have some mana to waste, so I'm not that worried. Because I did check, most of our mana pools are still full. Semi-full. I'm just thinking maybe you have better chances with deep slates? Could be wrong. Well, you're getting less coal and that's a good thing. Actually, I don't see any coal. This could work. I need more mana. Ladies and gentlemen, I have been AFK for a while. I did actually have to go and bring back more mana, but I have already seen emeralds. One of the things that you might notice is that there's way less coal. Way less. And that's emeralds. Oh, we got 2. Let's mine them. We got 3. That's... oh my goodness, there's more. There's way more. 11. Should I save it for the seeds? Should I get more mana? I'm not really sure. What is this? Skystone. Oh, that's how you get it. There's more emeralds. We have to fortune them all. Oops. Didn't fortune those. Oh my goodness. Okay, we're good. We can have the emerald seed. Thank you, Orchid. We save you. Wait, can you also get the ancient debris? I know it's the other orchid, but yeah. Oh boy, that's a really garbage chance. It's actually perfectly fine. Maybe we can try that one too. 2 or 3 mana pools full. Also, just in case you're wondering where the hell the geode is, it's down there, and that's our base. Before we go to the nether and set up another orchid, here's what I'm going to do. We're going to start making the emerald seed. I'm going to 10-10-10 the seeds that I need. Then I'll craft the orchid. Where's my wand? Ah, here. Because this emerald is going to make my life so much easier. The gist of it is, now I can make warp stones. So yeah, we have teleportation. It has been a teeny tiny bit of time later and I have 10-10-10'd most of the seeds that we needed. Yes, we have endermen, we have experience, we have emeralds, golds and diamonds somewhere over there. Today one of the things that I wanted to do was to set up a Corporea network, work on inventory management and a teeny tiny bit of automation. However, I discovered something of great importance. Do you see this Imperium sword? Yeah, it does 17 damage. My sword does 9.8. So I guess you already know what we're going to do. We're going to get an Imperium sword. We can have Inferium, we can have Prudentium, we can have Tertium, and for Imperium I just need a teeny tiny bit more essence. That's it. So there you go. That is an Imperium sword. So that's really not the best part. The best part is that we can even enchant it using a mystical agriculture. This is a mechanic that I have never ever used, but it does look extremely cheap. Yeah, extremely cheap. We also got some books. Yes. So for something like looting, what we're going to need is emeralds and some experience essence. Wait a minute, does it just give you looting 1? I don't really think this makes any sense. For example, for multi-shot you need 2 stacks of experience essence. For some of them it doesn't really work. Ah, it's the emeralds. Oops. I have never ever used this process, so this is why I made a boo-boo. But yeah, this is looting 2. We need more emeralds. So now that is looting 3. That's good. So I'm assuming sharpness works the same way. For sharpness 5, I guess we need way more experience essence. It's not a big deal. We can grow it relatively fast. I got the enchantments and our sword does 20 damage, which is amazing. However, one of the other things that I remembered is that you can even augment the sword. And obviously we're going to go with strength, which we can even upgrade to Imperium, so that will be strength 2. Lovely. I think this was done in a tinkering table. Ah, lovely. Plus 10 attack damage. So nice. Of course, the other important things that we can craft are warp stones and also a waystone. Let's get 2 of them. And it's okay, we can make 1 more. Amazing. So that means I don't need my nether tunnels. I can just teleport, right? I thought to myself, since I need a ton of wither skeleton skulls, it's actually a good idea to start finding a decent fortress in a soul sand valley. So I just searched inside the seed analyzer and voila, we have found one. We already have 8 skulls. And look at the amount of wither skeletons. And that's the 9th one. Cool. It is the 9th one, right. The problem is that I don't have that much food and those guys are blocking my waystone. And that's not even my waystone. I think I'm lost. I don't need a waystone. Yeah. We can just teleport home. I am finally back home and that went surprisingly well. We even found a backpack. It's just black lotus and pork chops. So obviously we're going to go and fight the wither, but before doing that, there are a few things that I need to do. I think we are going to have enough iron, but I'm not sure. You know, for a beacon. Yeah, I even killed a ghast. The most important thing that I'm looking for at this very moment is extra hearts. Thankfully, Tinker's Construct does provide us with extra hearts, but for that we're going to need apples. The jeweled apple. It's just that apples are a bit rare. We just have the 1. That is 2. Normally I would say we should have a bit more in the system, but probably we have something in a chest. Yeah, that's 6. That's actually quite good. So let us melt down some diamonds and make a few bejeweled apple. Oh, it's only 200 millibuckets. Yeah, jeweled apple. I didn't have to smelt down the diamonds. We had plenty. So if you have extra defense slots on your armor, you should be able to add it. We add 2 to each piece. We can actually add 4. So I have extra health. Yes, that's not much. Oh, it's not extra hearts, it's like health. So it's half a heart. Well, if we do get more apples, I can make more jeweled apples. That's not a big deal. Yeah, this time we got 3 apples. I'll be right back soon. Please ignore the fact that you can actually make apples using an alchemy catalyst, and it's surprisingly easy. But yeah, we have some extra hearts, and I have also brought the orchid to the nether. And do you see this? This is called success. Well, it's just the 1, so it's not an amazing success. Yeah, actually, with the amount of mana that you're consuming, it's not a great success. I think the traditional method is more successful. I forgot to bring fire resistance. Oh my goodness. Horrible place. Well, let me try to get a bit more so that I can repair my armor. I'll meet you back at the base. I just found 3 pieces. Let's just summon the wither and get this over with. Gaze into my eyes. We're doing this like men. I think. Oh, we're doing decent damage. Normally I have more hearts. Like way more hearts and better food. I'm withered. I'm actually gonna die. Oh, what? Hi. Go to hell. Yeah, the best food that we have is just bread. Oh, we can make cookies. I forgot. From Botania. It's just that I don't have cocoa beans. How do you make cocoa beans? Oh, that's... my goodness, so easy. Okay, next time. Don't hit me. Just die. Thank you. Well, we do need to kill 3 of them, so this is gonna be fun. Stop withering me. He's dead. Lovely. Let's just go for the last one. Lovely. Oh, that was a creeper. And we got a wither rose. We're safe. We can go home. Ladies and gentlemen, that is pumpkin seeds in an alchemy catalyst. That gives us cocoa beans. Cocoa beans and wheat give us cookies. And cookies in a mana pool gives us biscuits of totality. Well, we don't have enough mana, but you get the gist. It's quite expensive, actually. We do it in here. Oh, it's surprisingly expensive. It's fine, we will have more mana. The reason that I'm calling this food great is that, how do I demonstrate it for you? Well, that's a wither rose. We go on it. And when you eat a biscuit of totality, voila. Full saturation. So it's a really decent food. What is this? A wither drops it? Maybe it was on me. It's not very important, but what I noticed is that I can upgrade the furnaces too. So much experience. You know, at first I thought Imperium Furnace is going to give us a teeny tiny bit of boost, but that's actually not true. Tertium is 250% cooking speed, Imperium is 690%. So considering the fact that I need to smelt down iron in order to make beacons, well, I think that's a good upgrade. Yeah, I would say that's a decent speed. I'm happy with this. However, there's a teeny tiny bit of a problem. I need some obsidian, and the closest lava pool that I found is like, I think 1,000 blocks away. I dropped a pin. Yeah, it's here. I think I should have gone with the boat because we just have to follow the river. It's okay. See you in a bit. I know this trick works with Thorncraft, but does it also work with Botania? Oh yeah. You don't have to mine obsidian. You just switch it, you know, with dirt. Also, once somebody asked me how the hell can you place down 20,000 dirt, that's based on your mana, not your actual inventory. I am back home, and yes, we have a beacon. That is because I want to be able to fight the Guardian of Gaia. I have assembled everything. We have 2 beacons which are giving us buffs, and also this one gives us, I think, something? Speed. Yes. So let's hope everything goes fine. I was lazy to make potions. This is why we have extra hearts. It did work. I didn't mess it up. I look handsome. I'm mesmerized. They fixed the texture. Hello. I'm killing myself. That sounds weird. Although I don't seem very strong, which is weird. The regeneration from one of the beacons is amazing, because we're not taking that much damage. I'm so handsome. I know that. That felt sad. Did I get it? Oh yeah, I got it. Wait, there is a quest which is supposed to give me more. You didn't count. Oops. Well, it's not a tremendous amount more, it's just like 4 spirits. I do normally make decisions that I do regret immediately, but let's have the Guardian of Gaia tier 2. Because the first one went surprisingly well. I look even more handsome. Look at those eyes. My eyes. Now, we go. Oh, this one is harder. We don't have a Witherous Rose, just in case you're wondering. And also the beacons are saving my life. So far. If this was 1.7, I was already dead. Where am I? Yes. Witches are the worst. They poison you. You know, I should have made the sash. Because I move really fast. Okay. That went amazing. Ring of Odin. Wrong ring. Alright guys, it is the next day. I have made my Crimson Pendant and I have upgraded my sash. So we're immune to fire and we can walk really fast and jump higher. I have also made a thing. Where did I put the thing? It was last night, how did I forget? Oh yeah. It's in the cave. I made an end portal. The reason that I wanted a lot of obsidian was actually for this, because you can make the end portal frames. But the orientation is important, all of them have to face the center. Anyways, long story short, I just went to the end, I set up a waypoint so that I can get some Ender Air bottles. Also next episode we are going to automate obsidian, but for the moment, that's how we get obsidian. I had to waste a ton of blaze rods. Since we are a bit short on time, what we're going to do is that we're just going to set up a Corporea network for storage. I just got the advancement for the flowers. So we're going to make a few Corporea sparks, a master Corporea spark, a bit more Corporea sparks, and I guess a Corporea index. That's not a horrifying recipe. So there you go. For the Corporea inventory system to work, not the automation part, that is for next episode, it's actually quite simple. All you need is a master Corporea spark, which is your controller. It has to go on top of an inventory, but it doesn't really do anything. Then we need to connect inventories to the index using the Corporea sparks. You just need one master, then you're good. So if I right click with my wand of the forest, you can see the network. The range is 16 blocks, I think. If we come close to the index, you can see the particles. I can ask for elementium. I have to type elementium ingot. It's up there. Since the master Corporea spark doesn't actually do anything, we can actually hide it just under our base, like that. And I can still ask for elementium. It doesn't seem to work with numbers anymore. Okay, you have to type the number to start. You know, for example, this works. Yeah. We got 3. I think it also works with JEI. Yeah, I had to switch a few keybinds. I put some bones inside the chest. And if I'm near the Corporea index, look at bones and press the button, I will get bones. If I hold shift, I will get more. If I hold control, I will get more. And you get the gist. It's actually quite fun. Oh, and by the way, if you see this message in chat, we're not cheating the items, we're just requesting it from our Corporea network. So now that we know how everything works, let's get a few good chests. One of the things that you might notice is that you can request things from the Corporea network, but you can't put things back in it. There is a way, but it's too complicated, so we're gonna cheat. I just put a crate from Immersive Engineering over here, and we're just gonna use pipes. We can have a row of diamond chests like so. We will have way more, don't you worry. And I think I need a way better extraction upgrade. How do you make it? Oh, that's cheap. Way cheap. So if I dump everything that I have inside this crate, things should go inside the chests. Well, they are going somewhere. Oh yeah, they're there. So I just need to hook up the chest into our Corporea network by adding sparks. And that is a functioning system, believe it or not. I don't think we need these chests. The system is set, and yes, we can even have these fancy displays. They also have to have a Corporea network on top, so that we can have easy access to our items. However, yeah, it does take a bit of time to get used to, because I have never used this, for inventory management at least. Although the fact that it does work with the JI makes it way easier. Also, I think we are going to have enough steel so that next episode we can get into a teeny tiny bit of pneumatic craft. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's also a good time to wrap up the episode. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Till the next one, bye bye.